A lot of these women be like, I know my value. Value is what? You're just like every other chick out here. I've seen 1,000 of you. You're selfish. You're entitled. You're sneaky. You're manipulative. What is your value?
Yo, what's up, guys? Back again with another video for the Passport Bros. First and foremost, please hit that like, comment, subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot and I appreciate it very, very dearly. Now, today we have this video from our beautiful sister checking these Western women when they like to say, oh, I know my value. I know my worth. I know my worth. That is amazing. You should know your worth. You should know your value. That is great. Round of applause, because that is absolutely something that you should be doing. But the interesting thing to me is a lot of times these women, Western women, base their value and their worth off of things that a man doesn't care about in a relationship. A lot of times these women will say, oh, I make this amount, I'm this pretty, I look like this, my booty looking like this. So I know my worth, I know my value. That's amazing, and that makes sense when it comes to you operating in your life just for you. Now, when we talk about that value in a relationship, dating market value, that value is going to differ, because we have to take into consideration that the men are the ones who determine the value of women in a dating market environment. In a relationship, women are looking to date men, and usually men are looking to date women. So the opposite side is usually the ones who determine the value. Men want women who are... Quick break, guys. I just wanted to introduce to you the free money-making guide to become a passport bro and sustain your lifestyle overseas. How to make money as a passport bro working remotely. Get your guide now. Join the community. The link is in the description below and in the comment section as well. Let's get this money, guys. Nice, supportive, respectful, loyal, kind, trustworthy, genuine. So that is what they would deem the highest value for a woman, because that is what would work best for him and his environment and his kingdom, so she can assimilate into his kingdom and we can all have success. But if the woman determines her value based off of her looks, based off of how much money she can get, based off of, how much she's very strong-headed and independent and strong, and how much she don't need no man, men don't necessarily deem those women the type of value that they're looking for. And dare I say, they might even deem those women as low value, because that's not what those men are looking for. See, from the woman's perspective, she's high value in her own regard, as far as her own life, her own goals, her own path, her own career. Absolutely, that makes sense. She's 100% correct. But when it comes to a dating environment, when you're trying to work with a man, that this is a relationship where there's two people that are looking to and should be supporting each other, should be working with each other, should be helping each other improve and grow. It's very hard for a man to see value in a woman that says, oh, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no man. Oh, I got I got my GED, I got my ABCs, I got the MOC, I got the LEC, the GOD, the XYZ. She has all the degrees. That's amazing for you, but how does that help the relationship? How does that help the man support and support you with what you're doing. Because a lot of times women will base their value off of things that aren't actually valuable to a man. Which is, yeah, you'll base your value off your education. You have your GED, LOC, XYZ, LOP. But oftentimes they say that to tell the man how much they're not going to do this, not going to do that, because she's strong and independent and educated. Which is perfectly fine, but that doesn't really work well in a relationship. That's not conducive to a healthy, long-term, long-lasting relationship with a man. So we have to rethink what we would consider value when it comes to a dating relationship, because that value that you have for yourself is one thing. The value that you have in a dating market environment is another thing completely. And a lot of women think that the value is transferable when a lot of times it's not. It's not. Because that value is based off of what men want. And vice versa, the value of men is based off of what women want. They want a guy that's going to be a leader, to be strong, to have money, to be handsome, to be tall, to have his business together, to be the type of man that they would want to follow. That is what deems a man as high value in a dating relationship. And that's the reason why a lot of men are striving to be that kind of guy. They're striving to be that standard as much as possible, because they understand that's what is truly valuable. And men are not going to sit here and be delusional and think, oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of Jordans, I can dress really nice, I can really put some outfits together, I can smoke weed really good, I could work out really, really hard, and I could get really, really big in the gym. It's like, yeah, that's valuable to you based off of what you want, but in a relationship, is that valuable to the women? Is that something that she's looking for? Is that something that can actually help her and support her in where she's trying to go and where we're trying to go in this relationship? A lot of times the answer to that question is no. So people that have their own definitions of what value is have to seriously reconsider what that would mean in a relationship environment. Because if you're trying to find success dating the opposite gender, you're going to have to at least take into consideration what they want, what they are looking for, what they value, what they deem as high value. Because that is how you will gain and garner the type of success dating that we're all looking for. So with that being said, guys, continue to know your worth, continue to know your value, and continue to get your passports, book your flights. If it ain't foreign, it's boring. If it ain't foreign, I'm ignoring. Passport Bros, we up. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, guys.